Thank you. Immigration arrests by masked ICE agents in plain clothes and no badge. It's what Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel says is happening across the country. And Nessel says it's terrorizing the public and wants Congress to act. News Channel 3's Colin Roos spoke with her today and joins us live in the studio. Colin, there are other states who have joined this effort too.
That's right, Jess. They've drafted a letter that says Immigrations and Customs Enforcement officers are detaining people anonymously with masks on their faces and driving unmarked vehicles. 21 states attorneys general, including Michigan, say those tactics are destroying faith in law enforcement. Now you can see Michigan is joined by many of the New England states and the entire West Coast, all states with a Democratic attorney general. They hope new laws making agents more identifiable will turn that around.
What we're seeing is what you see really in third world countries.
Attorney General Dana Nessel sees a climate of fear escalating. Nessel is part of a new letter to Congress that urges lawmakers to require ICE agents to identify themselves more clearly as deportations surge around the U.S. Nessel says covered faces are not what the public expects from any other law official, including county and state police. She points out Michigan law requires officers to be clearly identifiable and worries that when they aren't, someone could mistake the arrest for a crime.
It is also dangerous to law enforcement because what if a person thinks they're being kidnapped by somebody and they try to use some sort of lethal force to protect themselves?
When asked if plainclothes arrests are happening in Michigan, she said she couldn't point to any specific examples, telling us it's happening elsewhere and could soon happen here. But Jeff Smith with Grand Rapids Rapid Response to ICE tells us he's seen it with his own eyes. He says none of the officers who made arrests outside of the city's ISAP center in June wore any identifiable information.
It certainly doesn't bode well for public trust in law enforcement entities if they're hiding their identity.
That feeling is echoed by Michigan Senators Gary Peters and Alyssa Slotkin, who are co-sponsoring the Visible Act. If passed, it would prevent officers from wearing non-medical face coverings and require their agency and last name or ID number to be visible on their clothing. Smith says his rapid response group, which calls for the abolition of ICE, doesn't believe it goes far enough.
Do you think immigrants feel less concerned about being taken by folks who are masked as opposed to people who aren't masked?
President Trump dismissed the bill last week, accusing its sponsors of hating America. He described ICE officers as great patriots and says masks are needed to allow ICE agents to lead a normal life outside of work.
If you expose them because of statements like have been made by Democrats and others on the left, you put them in great danger, tremendous danger.
Republican Congressman John Moulinar also provided us a statement on the Visible Act. He feels it would put ICE officers more at risk, saying the country is experiencing a large spike in assaults and doxing of agents. Live in the studio, Colin Roos, News Channel 3.
Colin, thank you.